Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video. And in today's video, this is part 2 of building the back. If you haven't seen part 1, I advise you watch it, as I built this whole section here. As you can see, I've built the outline of the second area of level 0 that we are going to build. So, let's get to it. Now, like with last video, I was explaining how me building the backrooms is to help some of you who don't know how to build the backrooms or genuinely don't know what blocks to use, space to use, all that. But really, if you want to build the backrooms, best thing to do it in is in creative mode, because there's like more space. Obviously, if you put the flat setting, like what I've done, you have pretty much everything. And also turn off mob spawns and mob loot, because if you have mobs, they just tend to ruin the whole build. And if you're wondering how many parts of the Backrooms building series is going to be, it's at least going to be either 5 or 6 parts. Obviously this is part 2, but part 3 and part 4 will be released sometime this week. Part 5 might be released on a Sunday, and part 6 might be released on next Tuesday. So yeah, and I hope you all have been enjoying the building series so far. And make sure to like and subscribe as well. It helps me out a ton, and you can unsubscribe whenever. That's also totally free. And if any of you are wondering if I've planned upcoming videos about, like, other than the backrooms, I've already prepared a thumbnail for the next build I will be showing you all. I won't be doing a video of me building it, but I will do a showcase of the build, and all I'm gonna say, I'm gonna give you a hint to what it is. It is a building from a video game, and to be more specific, a horror game. So yeah, just teasing that there for all of you, just to, you know, get you all guessing what the next video, other than the Backrooms series, is going to be. Think of the video as similar to the Carme house, but probably a bit better. And probably a longer video. Because the Carme house was simply a house on an island. This one is going to be a huge building, let's just say that. Now, one thing I realized in the last two videos is I struggle to remember what a trapdoor was in the Carme house and what an armor stand was. Now, obviously, I don't have a script with me, I'm just going off my memory, and I do tend to forget a lot of things. So if I do end up in the future, maybe even in this video, forgetting a certain block or word to say, then either you're just going to hear me say yeah as a way of me not knowing what to say next, or you might hear me like say some random word because I can't figure out, I can't remember what the thing is. So like the armor stand, I think I said an armor plate, which doesn't make sense, and I just completely skipped out on a trapdoor. But yeah. Okay, so the walls have now been built. Now it is time for the hay bales to be used as carpet. Okay, here we go. So obviously when you're building projects, it's not going to be quick. Like I did a timed thing in my own spare time, obviously, where I built certain things in a certain amount of time. So I did ones in like 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, up to an hour. And I was able to build quite a bit. And obviously in last video of the Backrooms series, I said in creative mode is basically where you just build what you want. Build to your heart's content. And I even recommended you all to give me ideas on like what upcoming build should I do? Because I'd be interested to see what ideas of builds you all want me to create. And obviously, I'm a creative builder. I'm not the best creative builder, like I said, but I am a creative builder. Just not as great of a... Yeah, I'm just not too great at creative. Like, obviously, if one of you were recommending me to make a redstone animation, I'm not good with redstone. I mean, I know how to, like, yeah, I know how to make, like, fireworks go off, or make mobs spawn out of, like, a piston, or whatever, but, yeah. I mean, obviously my side projects that aren't involved in videos, if any of you want to see them, then sure, I can plan to make a video about it, but if all of you want to see me carry on building stuff from, like, different viral trends, like the Backrooms, or, like, stuff from TV shows, games, movies, all that kind of, yeah, like, all that kind of stuff, then I can. I mean, like I said, I build whatever, even if I like it or not. But it has to be appropriate. Like I said last video, has to be appropriate. No inappropriate stuff. And now I remember and notice I missed out a wall section. So probably gonna have to do that after I do all the flooring quickly. And then I can get a move on with the roof. And the roof of, or the ceiling of the Backrooms is probably the easiest thing to build, because there's practically, it's a roof. That's basically the whole point of it. It just goes over everything. Now, obviously, if any of you want to see me do another, like, build series in the future, I can, like, maybe something with medieval, because one thing I do tend to build a lot is medieval castles. Like, either if it's cliffside medieval castles, or, like, just flat land medieval castles. Okay, there's the flooring done. Now let me quickly fly over here and build the rest of the walls that I completely forgot to build, as I couldn't see it. Now, after I do the sixth part of, oh well, part 6 of the series, I am planning to, well, do a full walkthrough where, kind of like the Kame house, where I just walk around the build. So you'd see a no commentary, so I won't be speaking in the video. A no commentary walkthrough. So it's practically just going to be dead quiet, with probably the Minecraft music in the background. Anyway, it's time for the roof, the easiest part of the build, hopefully. Oh. Now obviously a build process like this is kind of complicating at times, because especially with roofing, sometimes like you have to leave these gaps in order to perfectly align where the lights are going to be, or the row of lights. So like these blocks here I've already labeled like built, they won't have lights going down them. The ones that aren't built, as you can see right here or here, these will have the lights. Okay, so that's done. Now it's time for me to label out where each block is going to be for lights. Okay. Now, obviously, like I recommended, you don't have to use these exact blocks. I'm just showing you like the blocks I would use. I mean, you could use a different type of wood, you could use yellow blocks, and for the lights especially, you can use glowstone. But if you want more of a creepy kind of horror aspect of the Backrooms, then yeah, I would recommend these frog lights here. Okay, now that that's done, it's time to place in the lights. Obviously, some of you might end up getting bored of it being kind of dead quiet, but for some of you, you might like it being quiet, you know. you might not like the commentary, and that's reason why some points I do talk and some points I don't talk, because obviously I don't know what any of you like. Okay, that is it. So, I guess this is the end of part 2. So, I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.